Hello everybody and welcome back to MLB The Show 17. My name is James and welcome back to the San Francisco Giants franchise. On your screen, we're going to be doing a monthly report, but you might see something that looks out of place. And that might be the San Francisco Giants record. They're 13-21, but do not let that fool you. This club has been playing some amazing baseball over the past week or two, and they're really starting to come together as a team. It might have took them a month, but hey, there's a lot of baseball to go. So in this video and the rest of the monthly updates, basically what you're going to get, guys, you're going to get the records, you're going to get some stats, you're going to get some predictions on where we might be by the All-Star break, you're going to look at league leaders. It's a monthly report, so without further ado, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. If you're new, be sure to subscribe down below. Join the Gamers Club. We would love to have you here. The community is great and you can't wait to be part of it. So with that said, let's take a look at the standings. Not just in the NL West, not just in the AL East or maybe the AL Central, but all around the league. So we'll start with the NL West considering we are there. And right now the Dodgers do have a lead. They have a 2-game lead over Arizona. They have a 7.5 game lead over San Diego. They have a 9-game lead over the Giants, and they have an 11-game lead over the Rockies. Now, the Giants, you think that record's pretty bad? Well, the Rockies are worse. They're 11-23. In the NL Central, the Cubs are the favorites to win the World Series again, right? Well, they're leading the NL Central over the St. Louis Cardinals by 2.5 games. They lead the Cincinnati Reds, who might come as a shock, but they're playing really good ball right now in real life. They're third, 3.5 out. Pirates are fourth. They still have Starling Marte on here, 16-17, 4 games out in fourth. And in last place, the Milwaukee Brewers. In the NL East, the Marlins lead the way over the Nats and Bryce Harper. The Mets, who the Giants are playing right now, currently up 2-0 on the 3-game set. They are in third, 2.5 out. Tied with them, the Atlanta Braves at SunTrust Park, 15-17, 2.5 out, and then the Phillies are 12-20, and they are 5.5 out. In the NL wild card, it's the D-backs and the Cardinals at the top spot. Reds, Pirates, Nationals, all within 1.5 games. In the AL East, the Blue Jays, 22-11. No Encarnacion, no problem. They still have Bautista, and they still have pitching. They have a 3-game lead over the Red Sox, who are 19-14, 4.5 over the Yankees, 6.5 over the Orioles, and 9 games over the Tampa Bay Rays. In the AL Central, the Tigers lead the charge. They are 1 game over the Royals. The Indians are third, 1.5 out. The Twins are not last, but who's counting here? They're 4.5 out in fourth. And then in last, the Chicago White Sox, 12-20. They are 7.5 games out. In the AL West, the Astros with Jose Altuve, 20-14, lead the way, half a game over the Mariners. Angels are third, 2.5 out. Athletics are fourth, 5 out. And in last, the Rangers, who are 7 out. They are a sleeper team, but right now, they're in hibernation with that record. And the AL wildcard standings, currently it is a 3-way tie for 2 spots. The Red Sox at the top notch, the Royals, and the Mariners. Half game out are the Indians, 1.5 are the Yankees. So a very tight AL, a very tight NL, and now we will move on to league leaders. So, batting average, we're only going to take a look at the NL. If I was an American League team, I would do the AL. In the NL, batting average leader, Ben Zobrist for the Cubs. So far, he's been .416 with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. He's scored 12 times, and he's only had 113 at-bats, so he is raking right now. The closest Giant in the batting average category, well, you're not going to see any because there are none. The Giants, their highest batter right now, I think is batting a .230, and that might be Brandon Belt. So, with that said, we still have work to do, but we are working on it. 3-game win streak, we hopefully improve it to 4. In the hits column, Daniel Murphy for the Nats, 48 hits. John Jay and Ben Zobrist, the Cubs, 2nd and 3rd. At bats, Starling Marte. We said he's still on the Pirates here and not suspended. Yeah, he's leading the way with at bats. Doubles, A.J. Pollock for the D-backs with 11, Hunter Renfroe and Gregory Polanco tied for second with 10. And then technically in third, but listed fourth, Ben Zobrist with 9. Triple category, John Jay has 4. Christian Betancourt for San Diego has 3. Ryan Braun has 3. And Starling Marte has 3. Home runs. Well, hey, there's a giant. It's Brandon Bell, like we said. Chris Bryant, though, does lead the NL in home runs currently with 14. So the Cubs, they are definitely doing some work there in the Central. But not far behind him, Brandon Bell for the San Francisco Giants. We said he's batting 220. He's actually batting 248, so give him benefit of the doubt. Brandon Bell, 12 home runs. Corey Seager, 10. That rounds out your top 30. RBIs, Chris Bryant, Ryan Braun, Paul Goldschmidt, closest Giant there. You see Brandon Bell with 21. Runs scored, Chris Bryant with 27. Corey Seager with 25. Matt Kemp with 24. Stolen bases, kind of obvious. You got 99 speed, you're going to use it. Billy Hamilton, 13. Next closest, D. Gordon with 98 speed. And then with 95, Starling Marte with 7. Walks, not allowed, but walks, I don't know how to word it. Walks given or walks awarded, I guess would be the best way. 20 with Freddie Freeman. That ties in with Andrew McCutchen with Kutch's crew in Pittsburgh for first. Second would be Will Myers, Matt Carpenter, and Ben Zobrist. Third would be Adam Eaton, Paul Goldschmidt, and Jason Worth. On base percentage, half the time Ben Zobrist is getting on. That's what you want to see from a hitter. Slugging percentage, Chris Bryant, if he's seen a lot of home runs and a lot of ribbies, he should be leading that category. On base plus slugging, Freddie Freeman with 1.127, Bryant, then Zobrist behind him. Win leaders. Now we're getting into the pitching side of things. Juan Nicasio for the Pittsburgh Pirates with 5. Rich Hill with the Dodgers with 5. They are tied first. A lot of guys have 4 headlines. Rich Hill, Ruby De La Rosa, Jonathan Broxton. Losses. So far, Gio Gonzalez and John Lester with Kenta Maeda have 0 losses. Gonzalez is 3-0, Lester 2-0, and Maeda is 2-0 as well. Saves, Wade Davis, Kenley Jansen, Brandon Maurer, but Mark Melancon for the Giants is right there with Brandon Maurer, with the Padres tied at 10 for third. ERA, lowest ERA goes to Adam Conley out of South Beach. Then goes Tanner Rourke, Michael Walker, Noah Syndergaard, and Johnny Cueto. 3 of the 5 starting Giants and Nationals are inside the top 10. Home runs allowed, Adam Conley, only 1 allowed. The closest Giant, well, you might have to go far. Madison Bumgarner with 3. Might come as a shock, but that's the way it sometimes is. All Washington Nationals are in the top 10. At least tied anyway. Starters 1 to 4 and then 5. So they're doing work over there in Washington. Only 4 pitchers have shutouts. Lance Lynn leads the way with 2 of them. Strikeouts, you're going to see most of the Giant rotation here. Moore, Cueto, Bumgarner, Samardzija. Moore has 64, Cueto 63, Bumgarner 58, and Samardzija 54. Complete games. We have 2 Giants in there, but Lance Lynn again leads the way, 2 complete game shutouts. So far, he's 4-1 on the year with an ERA of 3.15. Bumgarner, Cueto, they have 1 complete game each, and Bumgarner's complete game and Cueto's complete game were both losses. Innings pitched, the Giants lead the way for the top 5, 51, 49, 47, and 47 and 2/3. Walks allowed. The Giants will be up here. Samardzija, Cueto, Matt Moore, and Madison Bumgarner, they are all inside this top 7 with 5 less walks each. With hitters in scoring position, who's pitching the best? Cueto, Bumgarner, Colon. Pitching war, I'm going to say it. I don't know what that is. It might be a new stat. But the Giants are up there 3 of the 5. Batting war, again, I don't know, but we'll take a look. Goldschmidt, Chris Bryant, Corey Seager, there's your top 3, and that is the league leaders. So, where do we want to be at the end of May? Well, if we take a look at our calendar, you saw April, yeah, we went 8-17 in April. So, again, that 13-21 record, nothing to shout about right now. The Giants are playing some hot baseball. As you can see in May, they are 4-4, but they are on a 3-game win streak the last 2 games. Matt Cain was on the mound. He actually is out of the bullpen. We'll cover that in just a second. Matt Cain picked up a win, his first win of the year, and then in yesterday's game that you guys did not see that I played, he picked up his second win. So he's 2-4 on the year with an ERA of 7.6. And we'll take a look at the rotation and the roster and all the lineups, because the Giants made moves about right here at the end of the Dodgers series near the end of April. San Diego said, hey, we take changes and we don't care what they are. And they actually won 2-3. But since then, the Giants have been playing some good baseball. Cincinnati was unfortunate. Bumgarner got his second loss of the year. Giants were up 3-0. Bumgarner went out about 5th or 6th inning, and the bullpen blew that game. So Giants could be on a 4-game win streak, but they're on a 3-game win streak instead. Nothing, again, to shout about. Nothing bad. They were playing really good ball, and they'll look to sweep Seth Lugo and the Mets. Henry Bird will be on the mound. You guys will not see that. The next game you will see will be the Cincinnati Reds or the Los Angeles Dodgers. I've kept it to where it only broadcasts MLB Network games. I think you guys enjoy that. It gives it that realism. And I know there could be a lot of variety in here, but I like the MLB Network presentation. So more than likely, it will be the Cincinnati Reds or the Dodgers. I don't understand how we would get to the Nationals, but if we do, you'll see them. But guaranteed, you guys will see an MLB Network game every time a video is released. And it continues all the way through the All-Star break, which is coming up in just about 2 months, give or take a couple games here and there. Just about 2 months, though. So Giants, they're starting to rock and roll with their team. And now let's meet that starting five. We know the first four by heart. Who's Henry Bird? Well, he got called up from AAA, and we actually sent down Matt Cain. Well, we didn't send him down. We sent Matt Cain to the bullpen. We sent down, who was it? I have to think here. Might actually have to go look. Sent someone down in AAA. Let's see if they're here on the bullpen. Where would they be at? It was Corey Guerin. That's who it was. It was Corey Guerin. He's now the AAA setup guy, so they have 2 setup guys. I don't like that move by them, by Richmond, or Sacramento, sorry, River Cats, Richmond's AA team. I don't like that move by Sacramento. I don't think Corey Guerin is a setup, let alone a reliever. I think I would let him go, but we had to move a roster space around to get Henry Bird up. He was a starter in AAA. He was actually the 3rd rotation man, so we called him up. Can't get mad at him for his first game because of just that. He's a rookie. First game in the MLB, what do you expect? Well, his first game, it was against the Cincinnati Reds. He only gave up 3 runs. So ERA 3, 0-1 record, 6 innings, 6 Ks. Pretty decent line, but the Giants offense just was not there. So he'll get his redemption next time out on the Mets, and then you possibly might see him. Actually, you will not see him at all. But you might see the Shark, Jeff Samardzija, or Matt Moore. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching this monthly update. I know it is really long, but I'd like to cover everything that's happening in the MLB. Giants so far, no major injuries to report about, just in AA and below. So guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys later. Take care. Have a